So this is in a demo when you show accessories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. So, of course, you're showing the flatware while we're showing accessories. Oh, we also have flatware. Let me show you this. It's pretty cool. So what's cool about this is it's also backed by the forever guarantee. So if your sink disposal tax, you can send it back and a new one for free. And they don't tarnish, so there's no need to polish them.
Write these things down, guys.
Yeah, these are keys that I say every single time.
The right thing down.
So, backed by forever guarantee. If your sink disposal tax, send it back, get a new one for free.
If it what?
If your sink disposal tax, send it back, get a new one for free. It's a joke.
Oh, okay.
If your sink disposal attacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was I saying it wrong?
I thought you were saying it was like taxes. Like, what percent tax? 15% tax?
Also, they don't tarnish. So there's no need to polish them. And if you were to buy a setting in the stores, if you lost one piece, you would have to buy a whole nother place setting.
Ooh.
But with Cutco, you can call the factory or me, and I'll sell you just that fork or spoon.
Nice.
There's also the option to do the classic or the pro handle. And that table knife you see there is the same one I showed you earlier. It's just in the stainless steel, and I absolutely love that thing. And actually, right now, Cutco has a really good deal on the flatware. You get 60 pieces of flatware, 12 place settings. So you get the 2 forks, the 2 spoons, and the 12 table knives in the storage chest. And the storage chest comes for free.
You don't have this really in the demo, do you?
I just have this.
Yeah.
And I show this.
I'm just showing it.
Yeah. And this is probably the best deal I've seen Cutco have for a really long time.
Write that down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's because they throw in the free storage chests and they take off $400 off the top.
Ooh.
$400.
It's more than 400, isn't it?
Almost 500.
Or is it just? It's almost 500, right? You take off 400.
No, it's almost 400.
It's almost
Like
500.
it's
Oh, 473. So
Yeah, they take off 470 dollars
400 from what?
from what we
Original
normally
price.
Yeah.
For each individual.
because it's a deal.
yeah, because they mark it down as a set with this.
Okay.
So I guess you could say almost $500 off the top.
Nice.
That's what I was saying.
So, do you like that? Yeah? Okay, we'll just write it down.
On the what?
Um,
On the like list.
like list.
So
Or if they've already said yes, they'll be like, do you want to add it on?
okay, so if they've already bought a set or whatever, you're adding it on.
Yeah.
Now, by the way, flatware adding on is actually not weird. It's more than the price of the homemaker, right? But it's 3 times the number of pieces. A homemaker is 18. The flatware is 60. You guys, you understand? Like, it's normal for people to add on flatware because it's actually like, it's like, yeah, forks and spoons. It's not like, oh, that'd be weird to have something to put in my mouth besides the food. Like, I don't have to use my fingers. Like, they know they're going to use flatware. It's a no-brainer. They're going to use it. So you could either add it on to an order if they've already bought a set, or what normally, would you say normally you're selling flatware to brand new Cutco customers, Kirsta, or would you say 100% of the flatware you've sold has been to previous customers that already owned?
2 in my career that didn't own Cutco.
So they never owned Cutco, and you actually sold 2 sets.
Yeah.
And you've probably sold 10, 12, 15 sets of flatware?
Maybe not that many. Probably like 8.
Okay, so a quarter of the flatware you've sold has been to brand new customers, but 3/4 of the flatware you've sold has been to people that already had it. So in essence, every time you're with a customer,
I always show it.
you always show it. There's a key. I would write that down.
Always.
Some of you guys have never even turned this page in your blue book, I'm guessing, right? Or even talked about it. You're nervous or afraid to talk about it. Also, she adds a $1,200 item to a like list that might only be, counting 1,200, it may only be like a $1,700 like list, or a $1,200, or a $1,500 or an $1,800 like list. Now, what's the advantage here, stuff, of making this an item on the list?
You can drop down.
Okay, so you could take it off and drop down to a $300 order.
One thing
Can I finish the question?
Yeah.
The other answer that I was looking for, which I know she does, is when you put it on the like list, you just say, hey, buy the flatware, and I'll give you the other 4 items you have on your list, all for free.
So what I normally do with a like list, I'll be like, so if you get this flatware, it'd normally be, with all your other items, it'd normally be blah, blah, blah. But today, it'd only be $12.43, which is the price of the flatware, or $2.50 today.
$12.43.
And you get your petite chef, the trimmer, the paring knife, blah, 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 all for free. And they really like that because they're just paying for the flatware, and they get all their knives for free.
All their favorite add-ons.
Yeah, depending on the points, if it
fits. It depends on you can't just give anything for free. Which you can give like 200 and some odd points on that deal. And your CPO is still going to be right around $1,000.
Yeah.
I think you've had a couple times where you gave all those free things, and your CPO still was only $978. Like only $900, and that stinks, right, guys? Only $900. Keep in mind, the flatware right there on the counter, right in front of the TV, is a $1,700 item, counting the flatware in full price. And they're buying it for only $12.43. That's why you don't have to cannibalize your CPO on this, because the company's already knocking off almost $500. So you gave nothing for free. You're going to feel freaking awesome getting a $1,200 order anyway, because they're still saving $500.
Yeah.
So it's okay to give nothing for free on the flatware, but then the added benefit is that the company's not giving, even though they're giving $500 off the flatware, you're still making full commission on it at the $1,200 price instead of having to subtract any points because of the discount. Do you guys understand that? Then, when you give away some free stuff, she's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're giving me $500 off the flatware and you're giving me free knives. Continue.
One thing I forgot to say on this page, when I'm initially showing, along with the it never tarnishes, blah, blah, blah. Another phrase I say is, and because of the guarantee, you can use it every single day instead of just special occasions.
Oh.
So for the people that are like, I already got flatware, like the stuff they only bring out on Christmas.
Yeah, which costs $1,000.
Yeah.
And they spend 2 hours cleaning.
What?
I was looking around here.
There was like a voice from heaven right there.
I forgot what did I just say?
Because the guarantee.
Oh, you can use it every single day instead of just special occasions, so it can replace your daily flatware pretty much.
Boom.
So those are like the key phrases I say every single time. Is it your sink disposal, no tarnishing, sell just a fork or spoon, and then every single day. And then I go to the back page, wherever it is, and say this is the best deal, $500 off the top, free storage chest, 12 place settings.
Best deal I've seen Cutco give.
Yeah.
Now,
Ask them how many family members they have too. Because sometimes they might want to buy a second chest if they have more than 12 family members.
Yep. Very true.
or if they entertain a lot. And then you have a room to drop down to only one flatware chest. The more you get on the list, the easier it is to drop down. Questions?
Yes. Earlier you said this is the best deal that Cutco has ever had, and then you said something else, and I didn't write it down.
This is the best deal I've seen Cutco have for a really long time. They take off almost around $500 off the top,
Uh-huh.
and they give you a free storage chest.
Which is stained and felt, and like it's
Isn't
a
that thing
good
worth
looking chest.
$500 as it is?
And I love it when you put it on a like list because you can give so much for free.
You got to get it on the like list though.
Yeah.
That's a big key.
Yeah. If they even remotely I kind of like that, but I don't know if I could do it today. You should write it down anyway.
So the like list, that means you've already dropped down past the homemaker. Past
No.
the starter.
This
That's
is when
what I
you're okay. Good question, Cole.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. She's doing service calls with people that already have Cutco. So 99% of those appointments are you're not selling a homemaker, you're not selling a galley because you're selling a bunch of stuff. It's stuff they are. So this is specifically when you see people that already own Cutco.
Okay.
That's a great question.
For the 2 demos they did do, and they got the flatware, what actually happened was they dropped down all the way to the like list.
So that's affirmative to your other question.
And then I put the flatware on there, and they did like some knives. So what I offered was the flatware with
Given the free.
the free knives.
Yeah.
And that was after they said no to the starter sets.
Homies, galleys. So let's be honest. That customer told Kirsta can't afford the homemaker, can't afford the galley, can't afford starter sets, and then spent $1,300 plus tax.
Yeah.
$1,243 plus tax.
I mean, if they already say yes to the homemaker and they're looking at the flatware, hey, I can add this on and throw in a bunch more stuff for free.
Yeah, that'd be a $2,000 order, obviously $2,300. But that's I hope you grasp why I pointed that out. Said she couldn't afford a homie, said she couldn't afford a galley, couldn't afford starters, and then spent $200 more than the homemaker cost. Why though? It wasn't that's proof. Absolute, undeniable proof. It is not the price of anything that you are ever offering a customer. It's not the price that makes them decide yay or nay.
They just
What
want
is
the
it?
flatware.
What is the reason they buy? Or not buy? Value. It's the value that the flatware chest, $1,200 instead of $1,700, plus some free stuff, proof positive, 0 customers say they can't afford it because of price. If you're thinking price is the reason, you are absolutely off. You're a rocker. You're crazy. You're on some crazy pills. Cray is what you are if you're thinking it's ever the dollar amount. It's not the dollar amount. It's always the value. So I'm going to Budapest next week. I might spend $50 on a Mumford & Sons ticket. I might spend $200. I'll decide when I show up. Because if the value is I want to freaking go to this concert, I might lay down $100, $200. I might not. Do you understand? That's the difference.
You're gonna lay down $200.
Yeah, it's already done, isn't it? It's 200. All right, I'm done. I'm there. Right? I'm Mumford & Sons in Budapest. How much cooler can you get? You know what I mean? So, maybe they did the Harlem Shake or something at this concert. No. Okay, so, but I'll just say, that was awesome. Any last questions? Let's give Kirsta a round of applause. That was phenomenal.